Have you ever tried to remember your earliest childhood memories? Not just something you were told, but something you truly remember. Most people struggle to recall anything before the age of 3 or 4. It's almost like that part of your life never happened. But it did. So why can't you remember it? This phenomenon is known as childhood amnesia, and it's something nearly everyone experiences. You lived those moments. You felt emotions. You learned how to walk, talk, and understand the world. Yet somehow those memories are missing. The answer lies in how your brain develops. When you were born, your brain is still forming. Important structures responsible for memory, like the hippocampus, are not fully developed. This part of the brain plays a key role in creating long-term memories. Without it functioning properly, your brain cannot store experiences the same way it does later in life. So even though you're experiencing things, your brain is not recording them in a stable, lasting way. But that's only part of the story. Language plays a huge role. Think about how you remember things today. You often describe your memories in words. You create a narrative. You tell yourself what happened, where it happened, and how you felt. But as a young child, you didn't have that ability. Before you learned language, your experiences were not organized into clear stories. Without language, your brain struggles to structure memories in a way that can be easily recalled later. So those early experiences remain unorganized, making them harder to retrieve. There's also the factor of identity. As you grow older, you develop a sense of self. You begin to understand who you are. Your memories become connected to that identity. But as a very young child, your sense of self is not fully formed. You're experiencing the world, but you are not yet seeing yourself as a separate individual within it. Without that sense of identity, your brain has difficulty linking memories to a self that can recall them later. Another reason is how quickly your brain changes in early life. During childhood, your brain is developing at an incredible rate. New connections are constantly being formed. Old ones are being replaced. It's a process of rapid growth and reorganization. While this is essential for learning, it can also disrupt memory storage. Think of it like constantly rebuilding a structure. If the foundation keeps changing, it becomes difficult to preserve what was built before. So early memories fade or are overwritten. But here's something interesting. Even though you can't remember your early childhood, they still shape who you are. Your brain may not store them as clear memories, but it retains their impact. The way you respond to certain situations, your emotional reactions, even some of your preferences can be influenced by experiences you don't remember. In a way, your past is still with you, just not in the form you expect. Sometimes people believe they remember something from very early childhood, but often these are not real memories. They're reconstructed, built from stories told by parents, photos, or repeated conversations. Over time, your brain fills in the gaps. It creates a memory that feels real, even if it didn't happen exactly that way. This shows how flexible memory can be. It's not a perfect recording of the past. It's more like a reconstruction, a story your brain rebuilds over time. So if early memories are mostly lost, when do real memories begin? For most people, clear, lasting memories start forming around the age of 4 to 6. This is when brain development, language, and identity begin to align. From that point on, your experiences are more likely to be stored and recalled later. But even then, memory is not perfect. We forget things. We distort details. We remember some moments more clearly than others. Because memory is not just about storing information, it's about meaning. Your brain prioritizes moments that feel important, emotional experiences, significant events, and meaningful interactions. These are the memories that tend to stay. Everything else fades into the background. So the reason you can't remember your early childhood is not because nothing happened. It's because your brain wasn't ready to store those moments in a lasting way.
But even though those memories are gone, their effects remain. They helped shape your thoughts, your emotions, and the person you've become. And maybe that's what really matters. Not remembering every moment, but being shaped by them. If you found this interesting, subscribe for more documentaries that explore the hidden side of everyday life.